What's going on, everybody? I'm here chilling at the beach. This is my view at the beach. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm still in Montenegro. I'm about to get some food, and I decided that I wanted to make a video because something was kind of bothering me, and I just want to make a general finance video. So the general finance video is going to be not a specific stock. It's not going to be specific crypto. It's not going to be specific real estate. It's not going to be any of that. We're going to talk about your age, like 20, 30-year-old, 40 years old, 50 years old, and for each decade, what you should be doing, in my personal opinion, to reach financial wealth, financial security, financial prosperity, and essentially be able to retire at a normal age and enjoy your life without having to work for the rest of your life. Some people are going to be able to accomplish this sooner and at a bigger magnitude, where you can be semi-retired at 40. Some people are going to be able to retire at 60, and that's okay. Some people are going to be able to do it at 30. Everybody has their own personal journey. One of the reasons why I'm doing this video is I have a subscriber who kind of went off on me, and he hates me. He's been with me for quite a while, and he says, Adam, all the videos that you make don't help the common guy. And he's mad that I'm not giving him specific stock tips, specific crypto tips, and specific get-rich overnight schemes. I teach people what I do. I'm as honest and transparent as I possibly can be, and that's my job. I don't give financial advice, but I do give you my own personal playbook, which is what I'm going to go over today, which I started writing over here. And that's what I want to do today. And don't get mad at me or any other YouTubers. At the end of the day, you follow your own journey. All I know is I know where I am in life and what I did in life, and I know I came from a completely dirt poor background. And you guys can do it yourself. But he literally called me one of these $1 million big time YouTubers, and I don't know where the hell he got that statement from. It's absolutely absurd. But let's go over this. All right. Remember, I'm going to do 20 years old, so 20 is 20 to 30, 30 is 30 to 40, 40 is 40 to 50, 50 is 50 to 60. So there's going to be a lot of room in between that 10-year decade, right? And you guys can get whatever you want from this. At 20 years old, you are just starting your life. I believe that you should be working your ass off. Not just one job, two jobs, weekend jobs, side hustle, so on and so forth. If you are getting an education, that's fantastic. Make sure that every moment you have outside of your learning and studying, you are working and putting away as much money as possible. I believe in your 20s, you should still be living at home. Obviously, as you're getting closer to 30, you can move out. But I'll get to that in just a moment. I think there's like no reason you shouldn't be living at home, and don't ball out. Once you start getting a little bit of money, you're 25 years old, you're going to the bars, you want to impress the girls, you want to, look good, you want to look cool, just chill out. Keep saving up your money, okay? You should be as aggressive as possible with your investments. What does that mean? That means, high risk, high rewards. That's my personal opinion. Some people might say this is not the right way to do it, but this is my personal opinion. High risk, high reward, but that doesn't mean stupid, dumb ass investments. A high risk, high reward investment would be something like Palantir. That's an extremely high risk, extremely high reward type of investment. You guys can agree with me, you guys can disagree with me, but that's something that it is. HIMS, high risk, high reward. JP Morgan Chase, low risk, low reward. You guys get what I'm trying to say about that? And you shouldn't be thinking about a family. Obviously, once you get in closer to 30, you could, but in my personal opinion, in your 20s, young 20s, mid-20s, you shouldn't be worried about a family because that's just an extra expense, an extra headache, and worry about putting away money and being able to secure money. So that's your 20s, okay? Which leads us up to our 30s. And this is where things get a little funner because you are starting to understand things a little bit better and you are starting to be a man. You're starting to understand things about the world. In your 30s, you should still be working your ass off, work a lot. You should still be as aggressive as possible with your investments. But you should start maxing out your retirement accounts. At this point, you don't just have a job, you don't just deliver pizza, you're not just doing, no offense, like DoorDash or Uber, which nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying you probably have a career, you're working for something, you know what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So when you have your career now, you want to be able to max out your retirement, whether that's a Roth IRA, a SEP IRA, if you have your own business, a traditional IRA, a 401k, something like that. You want to be able to set up your retirement. And at this age, you should be thinking about a family. But for me, thinking about a family is being able to provide for your family, specifically real estate. You want to be able to be on your way to buying a house. Now, some people will buy a house at 40, some people will buy a house at 20, but at 30 years old is the approximate time that you should be thinking about getting a house, plus or minus, and then, working to get it. And that's what you should be doing in your 30s, in my personal opinion. Um, at 40 years old, you already know where you are in life. You're already a little bit more accomplished, and you should still be working a lot. You should be maxing out all of your retirements, but now you should let your investments work for you. What exactly does that mean? That means you should have some, maybe some dividend stocks, maybe some residual income from an investment property, maybe a house hack where you have a two-family and one family is paying for your mortgage, so on and so forth. Maybe you have stocks that you've been accumulating. For example, I have Palantir and I sell covered calls every single week. Or maybe you have some money sitting in the bank, do a cash security put, where you're getting paid a premium to buy shares. Or maybe you just have 100K sitting around in the bank. Make sure that's in an interest-bearing account. Robinhood, 4.9%. SoFi, 4.5, 4.4%. A CD, a treasury bond, whatever. You've got to start thinking a little smarter and make sure that your investments are working for yourself. That's where I think you should be going, and I think that you should already own your house here, if not thinking for an investment property at this point. And you should be thinking about a family. And by family, I mean an actual family. But again, guys, I'm not some messiah here. I'm not some genius. I'm just a guy talking on YouTube in front of a big-ass mountain. And guys, again, this is just like a gorgeous, gorgeous view. This is the beach over here. Just absolutely freaking stunning. And this is all you see here. It's gorgeous. Now, you're at 50 years old. At 50 years old, this is where it's going to get really, really interesting. By the way, at 40 years old, you should start becoming less aggressive with your investing. This should be your last possible push of aggressive investing. And I would probably, at least speaking for myself, I'm 40 years old, I am not investing as aggressive. I have one more aggressive push, like with Palantir, SoFi, things like that. I promise you at like 45, I'm not going to be doing any aggressive pushes. Not saying these stocks are bad for that. I'm still going to be holding them. I'm just saying that I want a much steadier, relaxed investment, which is like a steady bank, which SoFi is probably going to become at the end. But you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Very little risk, less reward. That's what I want. So if Palantir becomes a Microsoft or a Google like I think it is, that would be a perfect stock for me in my 50s to hold, because I know it's going to be going up my 10 or 20% a year, and I'll be really, really happy. Okay, at 50 years old, you should still be working, but not working as much as possible. You should be making passive income supplemental, which means it's no longer like extra dollar here, extra dollar there. You should be making literally like a residual income with your investments. Do not be aggressive with your investments at all. Now it's not about accumulating wealth, it's about preserving your wealth. If you did everything right in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, you don't want to mess up. You already accumulated things. At this point, you have a significant amount of money. You did everything right. You don't want to lose that money. So invest wisely. You should not be taking any risks. There's no reason to take risks at your 50 if you did everything right up until this point. And just keep building passive wealth. What does that mean? Real estate investments. Invest in with people. Do your own real estate. Invest in steady stocks, maybe S&P 500, maybe a Microsoft, maybe a Google, Amazon, stocks like that, right? That are already well-established blue chip stocks, a BlackRock, a JP Morgan, stocks that are super steady, give you a dividend, preferably if possible, and make passive income with covered calls on that, very much out of the money for a small premium, and supplement your income. This is what I think you should be doing at 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. People are mad at YouTubers. People are mad at me because I'm not giving you a secret pill. I'm not giving you a secret answer. I'm not decoding the secrets of life. But the secrets of life take time. And overnight success takes 10 years to build, if that makes sense. If you guys have businesses, you guys will know what I'm talking about. These are my views, my personal views. You could agree with them. You could not agree with them. I don't give a flying fizzle. But I kind of want to do this because I got a little bothered that people are mad that I'm not giving them a secret pill for success. Get rich overnight. That's it, guys. Don't spend more than you can afford. Try not to take out bad debt. take out good debt. If you're using credit card, use it for the points, use it for the travel. Don't use it to buy shit that you can't afford. If you can't afford something, don't buy it on credit. Figure out a way to make enough money to buy what you want. Try to buy appreciating instead of depreciating assets, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. Preserve your money once you get older. Be as aggressive as possible to make as much money as possible up until 40, and then start slowing it down. So it's like aggressive, 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 relax, relax, relax. And at the same time, the more aggressive you are as you're younger, you start with less money, right? And then as you get older, you have more money, but can become less aggressive. It's almost like an X. Thank you very much, and have a great day.